Healing at Chapter 0. Her name was Alara. She didn't remember what it felt like to breathe without pressure on her chest. Life had piled on its cruelties, layer after layer, until the weight of it all nearly silenced her. Mentally, she was exhausted from years of gaslighting and grief. Physically, she bore scars no one could see. Chronic pain, old bruises, and a body that flinched before it trusted. Spiritually, she was lost. The faith that once anchored her had cracked like ice in the spring. Then came the storm. One final betrayal that shattered everything. A relationship that turned toxic. A diagnosis. A goodbye that came without warning. With nothing left to lose, Alara packed her bags and flew to Alaska. She didn't go to find herself. She went to disappear. But Alaska had other plans. In a thrift shop on the edge of Anchorage, Alara found an old DSLR camera for $45. She had no idea how to use it. Still, something about holding it felt familiar, like her hands knew what her heart forgot. She began walking into the wild. First, short walks by the coast, where bald eagles hovered above, and the salt air stung her tires. Then longer treks into the forest, where the silence wasn't empty. It was peaceful. She started taking photos, not of people, not of pain, but of moments that didn't ask her to be anything but present. The curve of a caribou antler against the horizon. The shimmer of northern lights dancing like whispers. A fox mid-step, watching her with eyes that knew solitude. She didn't heal all at once. There were days she still shook with anxiety. Nights the loneliness clawed at her chest. But Alaska didn't demand her healing. It simply offered her space. And through her lens, Alara saw what she hadn't in years. Beauty, wonder, stillness. Every photo was a prayer. Every click of the shutter was a whisper. I am still here. She started printing her photos, then showing them, then selling them. But more than income, they became invitations. Survivors, dreamers, wanderers. They saw themselves in her images. And slowly, Alara began to speak again. Not from the place of her pain, but from the place it took her. One summer, Alara stood at the edge of Denali, camera in hand, heart steady. A young woman approached her. "How did you learn to take such powerful photos?" she asked. Alara smiled and said, "I didn't. I just let the wilderness teach me how to see." And somewhere in that moment, between shutter and silence, she knew. This wasn't the end of her story. It was just the beginning. Take time out to enjoy life and learn to heal.